Hello guys, this is Shar. Welcome back. Now this short video is about your girl Destiny Payton and Latisha Scott. Latisha and Destiny takes on Detroit. They came here a few months back for the premiere of Love and Marriage Detroit. Obviously, all the cast members of Love and Marriage Detroit was in attendance, as well as Carlos King. He came off his chariot from Atlanta, and he came down to his hometown to do a grand premiere viewing of Love and Marriage Detroit. I think the event was held at our Garden Theater in downtown Detroit. I could be wrong, but when I looked at some of the images and some of the videos of the cast members, that's what it looked like. It looked like they were at this place called the Garden Theater. Or they may have been at this place called the Max Fisher. I'm not exactly sure. I am right here in Detroit, and I did not hear not one thing about this. I did not hear not one thing about this, y'all. Not one thing. I ain't see not one billboard. I ain't see not one flyer on the bus stop or a flyer sticking on a pole or a tree anywhere. I didn't see this or hear about this at all. So it's funny that Carlos King kind of dipped in and dipped right back out. Obviously, the cast members of Love and Marriage Detroit, they're here anyway because they live here. But yeah, I thought that was a little strange that I did not hear anything about it, didn't see anything of it. Like I said, not one flyer, not one billboard. I mean, it is a nationally syndicated reality show, just like his other shows, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage DC, Bell Collective, them girls that do the real estate, whatever that's called or whatever. So yeah, it's funny that he did not televise it. He did not do any billboards, any promotion from what I saw. It may have been promotion on, I guess, his own social media, but if you don't follow him, you wouldn't have known about it, right? So yeah, I thought that was interesting that he kind of kept it under wraps. I don't know. Maybe he didn't want any of the millimeters that live in Detroit to come out and be a part. Who the heck knows? But after the viewing, I want to say, I know Stormy didn't come. I want to say Kimmy came, or did she not? I seen some pictures of, I thought it was Kimmy, and I want to say the other lady, the liar lady that goes with Ken. What's her name? Tisha, Latrice, whatever her name is. But yeah, she may have been in attendance too. But the two that hung out over the weekend was Tisha and Destiny. You know, Destiny is a native Detroiter, you know, so she says. So she got family here. It sounds, the way she was talking, you'll see the video at the end of this video, that it sounds like she hasn't been here in a while because she was totally outdone with our downtown Detroit. Obviously, the last time she was here, it did not have as much as it has now down there. I guess a lot of goings on that's going on now wasn't relevant when she was here last, I guess. So she was a little bit surprised about that, I guess, according to what she said. But yeah, so they hung out. It looks as though one of the newer cast members of Love and Marriage Detroit was their host for the weekend, which is a lady by the name of Kimberly Bovine, or it might be Bovine. I'm not sure. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing the last name wrong, but I do believe it's Kimberly Bovine, and that is who took Tisha and Destiny out to dinner, a newer restaurant that's really popular. I've heard a lot about it. I haven't been there yet. It's a place called Sexy Steak. It's supposed to be like an upscale steak restaurant, hence the name. But I haven't been there yet. But I've heard good things about it, and they went out to dinner there. They also went to a couple of other spots, just according to the video. It looks like it was this place called the Goffrey, which is a hotel, which they have an amazing rooftop venue. Or it could have been this other hotel called, what is the other one called? I can't even think of the other one. But both of them have really, really amazing rooftop venues. So they were up on one of the rooftops. I'm not sure. There's a few other places that have great rooftops too. But the way that it looked in the skyline that she showed, it looked like it was this place called the Goffrey. So yeah, it looks like they had a great time here. Destiny visited some of her family, and Tisha was just there along for the ride. Tisha actually didn't look like she was having that much fun at all, to be honest. But you can take a peek at the clip that I have at the end. More news with Destiny. Her and her ex, LeBaric, they'll be meeting back up in court in October next month, which she got another week and a half or so to determine if she's going to have to pay him back all the money that she accrued when she forged his name for these utilities. And someone brought to my attention that him having good credit and having good credit standing or good credit score is important to him outside of just, the rest of us like really wanting a good credit score, 700 or whatever the case may be. He actually has to have a good credit score and a good credit standing because of the work that he does. Boeing is one of those companies where you have to have a good credit history, just like working for the government, working for banks, working for credit card companies, things like that. They all want you to have decent credit and a good credit score. So that's also another reason why he's like really, really adamant to get this bill settled, because it is in his name. So it kind of makes sense. So now that we know that, it makes sense, because it could jeopardize his standing at his job. So I remember hearing a lot of people saying that he's kind of taking it too far and being very, very petty. That's the mother of his kids. He doesn't have to like send her to court and all this and that because of that bill, but he kind of does if he really wants her to pay it. He doesn't want to pay it because obviously he feels like it's not his responsibility, but he really wants her to pay it because she's the one who accrued the debt in his name. And he probably figured the only way that she will really pay it is if I take her to court. You know what I mean? So, who knows? He probably didn't know that she was going to be arrested or whatever. He probably thought that they were just going to put pressure on her to actually pay the bill. But hey, like I said, if it's going to jeopardize his standing at his job, he has to get the bill paid. But what he could have did was just pay it and then, made the courts try to set something up with her to get the bill paid. But hey, what do I know? I don't know. I guess he went the best route that he felt he should go. Who knows? But you guys, look at the video. Check out Latisha and Destiny takes on Detroit. Their looks, how happy Destiny looked when she came back home. Like the video, subscribe, comment, hit your notifications, and until next time, ciao.
And we talked and laughed and reminisced and loved on my grandmother. Then we had to go to Detroit versus everybody. There's no way we couldn't have not went there. Had to patronize them, buy some things. Yes, because Detroit versus everybody always, forever and ever. Detroit's so sexy. We went to Sexy Steak, and that place was amazing. The ambiance was everything. Thank you, Kim Bobine, for picking this place and hosting us here. We had a really good time. The food was amazing, like I said. So good. Ladies looking beautiful. Even got the original Mark Scott out. Tisha looking cute, ending our night. Listen, the next, I forgot about brunch the next day. We had brunch the next day at the Block. It was so good. That dip was amazing. And so were those tacos. Very, very good. And these were appetizers. How crazy is that? Headed back to the hotel to get some rest before because we've been running, y'all. We've been running. And the rooftop was top tier. Tisha and I sat up there and kind of just vibed out and chilled and listened to music and watched the view of the city. I love my city, Detroit. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of what y'all have done to downtown Detroit. Is everything. Now put some money in that city, okay?